Okay, so we're recording now. Good. Okay, so on section 5.4, we're still solving systems of equations, and the first few, they want us to graph them to find the solution, okay? So when we look at this, first question is question number 3. They give us negative x plus y equals 1. I'm going to write these side by side, okay? And then x minus y equals 1. Okay, so we're rolling side by side here. So we want to get y by itself, okay? So this first one should be pretty simple. How do I get y? Well, we want to get y by itself. If I want to get
x.
Add x. Yeah. I mean, if I want to get you by yourself, I don't do anything with you. I do what? I get rid of everybody else. Like you stay where you're at. I get rid of everybody else. If I want to get y by itself, we add x. To do that, we have y equals x plus 1.
Yep.
Then to get y by itself here, what are we going to do?
Minus x.
Minus the x. Now, if we do that, is y all by itself?
This
Almost.
Is a negative sign.
There's negative y equals negative x plus 1. And then change all the signs. And when you do that, students always wonder, how can you do that? You just change all the signs? What are we doing if we're changing all the signs? Well, when you multiply by 1, what happens? Nothing. But what happens when you times by negative 1?
Nothing. Positive.
Well,
No, negative.
makes negatives what?
Positive.
And makes positives negatives. So we're timesing by negative 1. Times negative 1, that turns into y. Times negative 1, that turns into positive x. Times negative 1, that turns into negative 1. Okay? Let's graph these. In front of this x is a 1, which is 1 over 1. We want our slope to be a fraction. And 1 over 1 here. So when we graph these, and we talked about this, something you've got to be able to do when you leave this class is be able to graph lines. There's certain things that we do, you don't necessarily, if you don't learn it, it's not the end of the world. You've got to be able to graph lines. You've got to, okay? This tells you to go up 1, then rise 1 and run 1. So up 1, right 1. And there's our line. This one says go down 1 spot. And our slope is 1 over 1, so we go up 1, over 1. What's the solution?
Wait, nothing.
Why?
Because they're not crossing.
Because they're
Yeah,
parallel.
the solution
They're
is
not
where
crossing.
they don't cross. They're parallel. So the answer is
No right.
Parallel.
there's no solution. Well, they're
Oh, no
parallel, so
solution,
the
my
solution,
bad.
there's no solution.
Yeah.
There is no solution. Okay?
Oh, I
So
remember this unit.
they asked us to graph them to find out what the solution is. And we found out that these two lines don't cross. So there is no solution. Okay? Let's look at question number 5. Now the first, we're only going to do the graphing for like the first 3 or 4 questions. Then once we get past those, we're not going to solve them by graphing. And you're going to find when we do them without graphing, they're going to be really, really quick questions. So we have 2x plus y is 4. 2x plus y equals 4. Then off to the side, I'm going to write
Looks like a negative.
negative 4x minus 2y minus 2y equals negative 8. Okay, we need to get y by itself.
Minus
Okay.
2x.
We minus off the 2x on the first one.
Y equals 2x. Minus 4.
Not 2x, negative 2x
Oh, that's right.
plus 4. That one's ready to graph, and we'll do that in a minute. This one, we want to get y by itself, so we're going to add 4x. If we do that, these cancel off with negative 2y equals 4x minus 8. You ready to graph it now?
Yes.
Because y is all by itself?
Yep.
Y is entirely by itself? No. We have to get this negative 2 by negative 2, by negative 2, by negative 2. These cancel. Y equals 4 over negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative over negative is a positive 4. Now this one's going to be interesting. Look at the 2 lines. Why is this interesting?
Neither. We know it's both.
Same problem.
Wait, are they all real numbers?
Well, I mean, describe those 2 lines.
Exactly.
I mean, literally, they're
They're literally the
they're not
same.
kind of the same. They're the same. Okay. So when I graph this line, you know where
They
this
don't
line's going to be?
Same.
Crossed it.
Right on top of it. They're going to touch. They're going to touch because they're right on top. So let's graph this first one over 1. So we're going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our slope is negative 2 over 1. So we're going to rise negative 2 and run positive 1. So we graph the first line.
Yeah, but that's the same.
So when I graph the second line, where's it going to be?
Right on top of it.
Right on top of it. So are these two lines touching?
Yes.
How many times?
Twice.
The
At all
whole
times.
time.
Now be careful when they say all the time. Are they touching over here?
No.
No, they're not.
I said the whole time.
Well, the whole time means that, to me, it sounds like it can be anywhere.
Touching.
Any point on this line is also on that line. Would you agree with that?
Mhm.
Okay.
So the same.
So it's the same line. So this one had no solution because they never touch. These touch in how many places?
Same
Two?
solution.
Huh?
Infinitely many solutions.
Same solution.
There's infinite solutions. It's the
Yeah.
same line.
You remembered that.
Now, when you look at the computer, it's going to look like there's only one line there. Why is it going to look like there's only one line?
Because they're the exact same.
They're right on top of each other. Okay, it's going to look like just one line. There's two of them there, but they're right on top of each other.
Told you I remember this section.
Okay. You need to be writing the work down too, man. You do great watching and paying attention, you understand it, and then when you have to do it on your own, you have nothing to go by. I'm serious, I'm just giving you a heads up.
Dude, trust me, it helps.
You do a phenomenal job of paying attention and participating, but you really need to write the stuff down too. Some people just write stuff down and don't pay attention. That's not good either. Okay. Number 7. Okay. 2 more that we're graphing. Negative 2x plus 4y is 1. Negative 2x plus 4y. And then off to the side, we're going to write 3x minus 6y. 3x minus 6y equals something. Equals 9. And again, I'm writing these side by side instead of on top of each other because we need to do some arithmetic on both of these. Do some algebra first on these. Okay? We need to get y by itself. Plus 2x first. So we do that. We have 4y equals. Can I add 1 and 2x and get like 3x? Or not?
No, because they don't do.
Right. So let's just put 2x plus 1. We ready to graph it now?
No.
How come?
Why is it by itself?
Y isn't by itself. So get it by itself. So do what?
Minus.
Subtract 4y.
What do you subtract for?
No, wait.
We divide.
Divide by what?
4.
Divide by 4. We'll divide by 4. Yellow. Does Mr. Camp? Oh. No, that's me. She's not? Okay. Are the other two, there are 2 other girls down there? Okay. Okay. All right, she's right there. Yep, come back. You need to head the office and I just bring your stuff. Okay, so divide everything by 4. Oops, sorry about that. 4. What am I tripping over your feet for? You usually trip over your own feet.
Yeah.
Divide by 4, divide by 4. So we do that, these cancel. 2/4 is the same as 1/2 x plus 1/4. Okay? Now the other one, we ready to graph the other one? Or not? This one ready to go? Come on guys, not these
No.
guys. No, why? Why are we ready to graph it?
No,
Y isn't by itself, so
Yeah.
get it by itself, so do what? Get rid of first.
Subtract 4. No, subtract 6y.
Well, I want to get Y by
Add
itself.
No.
6y.
No, minus 3x.
Minus the 3x. Okay, so we do that. These cancel. We're with what? 6y?
6y.
6y?
Negative 6y.
Negative 6y. Equals negative 3x plus 9. Okay. Now what?
Divided by 6.
Divide by negative 6. Divide negative 6. Divide negative 6. Divide negative 6. These
is the third?
cancel. Negative over negative is a positive.
Yeah.
What goes into 3 and 6?
2,
3 go, well, 1 goes into everything.
2.
No, 2 don't go into 3.
Well,
Oh, never mind.
3.
3 does. 3 goes in here
3 times.
Once.
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 Twice.
3.
What goes into 9 and 6?
1.
3.
No,
Well, 1 goes
3.
in everything. 3
Yeah,
goes in
it's
there.
1 over 3.
3. And 3 goes
Wait,
in
3
there.
over 1?
3 goes in there 3 times. 3 goes in there 2 times. 3 goes into 9 3 times.
3 times 3
Three
is
goes
I
into
get
6
that, but I don't, I'm not following.
Well, I'm not sure which question is.
Okay.
What goes into 3 and 6? 3. What's a negative over negative?
Positive.
Positive. What goes into 3 and 6? 3. 3 goes in there once.
Yes.
3 goes in there twice.
Okay.
3 goes in there 3 times. 3 goes in there 2 times.
Oh.
Okay? All right. So let's graph these. Now, what's the slope of this line? 1/2. What's the slope of this line?
1/2.
1/2. They have the same slope.
Yeah.
So what do I tell you about these 2 lines?
They're gonna touch each other.
They're gonna cross.
They have the same slope, guys. The same slope. Think about it this way. If you're in a car going a certain speed, and somebody's in another car going the same speed, and they're 10 feet behind you, when are they going to catch you? Never.
When you stop.
But if it doesn't, if your speed doesn't change, okay? Your slope is 1/2 and your slope is 1/2. When are they going to touch? They're not. They have the same slope, okay? These are going to be parallel lines. So the answer is going to be no solution. Now the only problem is, there's going to be, so you're going to have 2 lines, you're going to have a graph that has 2 lines that are parallel. Well, there's several of them that have that. We actually have to graph these right here, okay? So this is a little bit yucky right here. We're going to go up 1/4, up 1/4. So up hardly anything. Then rise 1 and run 2. So rise 1 and run 2. It's going to look sort of like that. Okay? And then this one, we're going to go down 3/2. That's the same as 1 and 1/2. We're going to go down 1 1/2. So down 1 1/2. And rise 1 and run 2.
Parallel lines.
Whoops, trying to hit the dots. So we knew it was going to be parallel. And again, why did we graph them then? Because when you look at your computer, there's 2 different graphs that have parallel lines. So that's the one that you want to click on. We're not normally going to graph these. We're going to do it algebraically as soon as we get past this next question, or maybe this might be the question we're done with. Good. Yeah, we're done graphing these. Now we're on number 9. Now we're done graphing these things, okay? Now we're just going to solve these. And this is the same stuff we've been doing for the last week and a half, okay? It's just now, sometimes you're going to get no solution, sometimes, okay? Or infinite solutions. So we have y equals what? Negative 2x minus 4. And y equals 2x minus 4. Okay, we're not going to graph these, okay? Now,
Infinitely many solutions.
hang on a second here. Think about what we did the last time. How did we know before we graphed them there was no
They had the
solution
same
here?
slope.
They had the same slope. Do these have the same slope?
No, they
No.
don't.
No, they don't.
Negative.
So are they going to touch?
No.
Hang on.
Yes.
Not
Same
yet.
slope, they never touch. No solution. Same slope or no?
Yes.
No, one's a
They're
negative.
They can touch.
They're going to touch because they're not the same. They're
Because
opposites.
positives and negatives.
Right. One's positive 2, one's negative 2. They're not the
So if
same.
they're opposites, they cross.
Okay. No, just they don't.
Connor.
If they're the same, they don't touch. Those aren't the same. One's positive 2, one's negative 2. They're gonna touch. Okay. Now think back to the last week and a half, and I know we've been out of school for a couple days here. What method do you want to use? Do you want to use substitution or elimination? Remember, you use substitution when you know what either x or y is. Do we know what x is or what y is? Do we know either one of those or
Y.
not? What's one thing that y is?
Negative
2x minus 4. Is there something else that y is?
Negative 2x.
I think I've used this expression in this class. If y equals trash and y equals garbage, have I used those words in this class or not?
No.
Trash and garbage?
No.
If y, I'll tell you what, if y, let me do this. Let me do this example. If your math teacher is KO and your math teacher is cool, what else could you say?
KO is cool.
Thank you. Okay.
You're
welcome.
Now, did you say math teacher? No, he didn't. If math teacher is KO and math teacher is cool, KO is cool. These both have math teacher in common. What do these both have in common?
Why?
Y. If y equals trash,
Yep.
and y equals garbage, what else can we say?
Trash is garbage.
Okay.
Trash
Why
equals
is
garbage.
garbage in trash?
Trash equals garbage. So what's trash up here?
Negative 2x minus 4.
What's garbage?
Why?
2x minus 4.
So let's write that. Tell me what to write.
2x minus
2, negative
No.
2x.
Negative 2x minus 4 equals what?
2x minus
2x.
4.
What did I not write?
Why?
I didn't write the y. I didn't write the y down. The y down, okay? You're okay too. You're not cool, but you're
Did
okay.
you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I need to boost my morale, man.
You know
I got
what?
low self-esteem.
I appreciate it. I respect it.
All right. So now what do we do? Can I combine these x's or not?
No.
No.
On different sides.
Wait, can
No,
we
you can't.
You do it.
cancel them out?
Well,
You're supposed to do whichever one's lower. because
so which one's
negative
lower,
is-
negative 2x or
Well,
2x?
negative 2x.
So how do I get rid of the negative 2x?
Plus 2x.
Add 2x. Add 2x.
Which is.
So these
4x.
cancel. So negative 4 equals 4x.
Minus 4.
Now what?
Take away the 4.
Take away the what?
The regular 4.
Hang on a second.
There's two negatives.
Take away the 4.
There's two four. There's three fours.
Hello?
It's probably.
I know, just come back to my classroom. Okay, bye-bye. Probably not, because there's things starts at 4:30. Okay, bye-bye.
It's 2:30 already. Jeez.
Okay, so what do? We want to get x by itself. Do I get rid of the first 4 or the second 4 first?
So X.
Why? Why is this one first?
Because
Because
it's
it's
further
further
Very
away.
good, you said it right finally. It only took you
It's further
6
away.
months.
Yeah.
You got it to it. 4 seconds later.
Go.
So plus 4. And some students, they throw in here, well, these cancel. I gotta put something over there.
It's zero.
I gotta put something. 0.
0 equals 4x. But
Then
then
we-
divide that by 4. Right?
What's 0 divided by 4?
0.
X is 0. Alright, number 11.
Wait.
Very good.
Why?
What's the problem?
That's what I
Why?
thought.
What's the problem?
We didn't figure out why.
You didn't find what?
Wait,
How would
hold
you do
up.
that?
Why
You
you
silly
you can
goose.
use? Can't you use either one?
Wait,
Yes, you
what?
can. Which one do you want to use, top or bottom? I don't really care.
Bottom.
Bottom.
I use the bottom one. Y equals 2x minus 4. What do we know?
X is zero.
X.
X is 0. So,
Y equals 0 minus 4.
y equals 2 times 0. That looks terrible. Minus 4. 0 minus 4. So y equals what?
-4.
So what's the answer? What?
Zero, negative
negative
4.
4.
Now, I want to make sure you guys understand. So, is it no solution? No.
No, there's
The solution is, what is 0, negative 4? Where they touch. It's no solution if the two lines
Parallel.
don't touch, if they're parallel, okay? So, now be careful here, okay? Sometimes students, they wonder, well, we'll get to it in a second here, okay? They wonder, how do you know if it's no solution or not, okay? Let's try at least maybe 2 more, then we'll probably stop for today. Let's look at number 11. So again, that is the answer, 0, negative 4. All right, number 11. Number 11. Okay, so we have, number 11, 3x minus y is 6. 3x minus y is, you're going to like this one. Okay, 3x minus y is 6.
What I feel like also.
Actually, I tell you what, just put this on hold for, write that down, just watch for a second, sorry about that, okay? Because I don't want to do this one yet, because this one's so easy, this problem's almost done, we haven't even written it up there, okay? If I give you something like this, 2x, back up here, why did we use substitution on this one?
Because you knew what Y is.
You knew what y was, you knew a couple things that y was this and y was that, okay? So, we know what y is. If I give you this right here, would you use substitution on this one?
No.
Well, we didn't
Well, how come? I agree, I wouldn't.
You don't know any of
You don't know what x is?
You don't
You
know
know
X's,
Y,
you don't
okay.
know what Y is.
So, let's use elimination. What would you like to eliminate, the x's or the y's?
Doesn't matter.
Be quiet, whoever said that, okay?
Both.
Be quiet, okay? Let's just say the x's, okay? Will the, you're right, okay?
Yay.
Oh wait.
Will
you
the
don't
x's
see it?
cancel
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Good, stop, okay? Some of you want to say but, I know you do, okay? Just hang on. Let's add these up. The x's add to 0.
Yeah.
So we cancel the x's. Now you can say it.
And y.
The y's cancel
Y's
also.
cancel.
I gotta put something over here.
0 and 0.
0.
So cool.
These all cancel, so I put 0 equals
11.
what? What does that say? 0 equals 11. What'd you say?
No solution.
When is 0 equal to 11?
None.
Never.
So where do they touch?
Never.
They don't. They don't
There's
touch.
no solution.
There's no solution to this. If I graph these, they wouldn't touch. Now we're going to do this one. This one's a little bit tougher. Jot it down. 3x minus y is 6. Negative 3x plus y is 6.
Ah.
What?
Yeah?
What happened? I missed something? I missed
She
something.
just kind of
guess
like
everyone was
faded.
laughing at
0,
me.
0, 0.
Seriously, I missed it. Come on, what was? Did I do something or did she do something?
Drop your
She
pocket.
did.
She said,
She-
is it gonna be 0 is equal to 0?
She's right.
And then she got quieter.
Oh, okay, I missed it. So I don't know.
It's 0, 0.
Yeah, these cancel
Just
and
said
these
that.
cancel. 0 equals.
0.
Now let's backtrack. This is why I did this one first.
Smart.
When is 0, 11?
So never.
When is 0, 11?
Never.
Never. So there's
When
no
is 0,
solution.
0?
When is 0, 0?
Always.
Never.
Always.
Always, yeah,
Zero's
always.
always 0.
So it's
So-
always 0.
So is there solutions?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Is
Solution 0.
No.
One
You
solution.
said it always is. Not
Always
just-
a solution.
So we're going to graph this.
Infinity.
There's an infinite solutions. It's kind of like saying this, okay?
Did it.
I'm going to throw these names at you. You guys know who these kids are, okay? Cal and Max Bigelow.
Oh.
When are they going to be the same age?
Oh, wait,
Never.
Always.
Why?
Because they're twins.
They're twins. Now you might say,
I
well,
don't even know them.
you don't know them? They're only a year behind you guys. Okay. Now you might say, well, one of them's 5 minutes older. They're the same age. Okay. They're the same age. Okay.
They're one
So I get it. They're technically one's a little older, but are they gonna be the same age next year?
I wonder if they bragged
Sure.
about
How about 5 years ago were they the same age?
that.
They're always gonna be the same. When does 0 equal 0?
Always.
So there's infinite solutions. So if I graph this first line, I graph the second line, where would the second line be?
0.
No, it's always true. Where would it be? There's an infinite number of
You don't know.
solutions.
Wait, no.
It's,
What do you mean everywhere?
I don't know.
It's only one spot.
It'd be
Okay,
in the same spot.
right. If I graph the first line, the second line's gonna be
The
Right
same.
across.
right on
Right on
top of
top.
it. Right on top of it,
So
okay?
it's always.
There's an infinite number of solutions. Now what if it said, what if this was a positive 6?
It
We'd have 0 equals what?
12.
12. When is that true?
Never.
So there'd be
No
Still
no
no
solution,
solution.
okay? If something's always true, if there's something's never true,
Then
it's
zero.
no solution.
It's no
If something's always true,
It's infinite.
it's infinite solution. Now, is x always 0?
Sorry.
Is that always true? Is x always
No.
0? This
No.
class would be so much easier. What have we been doing all year long? Solve for x.
So
If x was always 0, when I say solve for x, what would you do?
0.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm done. All your answers would be 0. That'd be
You know how
nice.
easy
I-
testing
yeah,
is?
That's
you
be
think?
so easy.
Hey,
Every
hey.
answer would be 0,
You
you
wanna
turn it
do
into
that for
100%.
us? I mean, that'd be nice.
Actually, you get a 0.
Pass.
Okay?
Come on, man.
So, because it's not.
Do it for the lulz, bro.
It'll give you a 0. You put it.
Wait, did we find why?
No, there's infinite solutions.
Okay, never mind.
There's an infinite number of solutions. We're trying to find out where they touch. They touch
They
everywhere.
canceled.
Okay. 13. Let's try 2 more. 13 and 15. Number 13. Okay. So we have 4, 4, negative 8. 4x plus 4y equals negative 8. And then we have negative 2, positive 4. Negative 2, negative 2,
2.
positive 4. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
It's gonna be 2.
do we want to use substitution?
No.
Do we know what x is or y is? Or do we know?
No.
We gotta find it.
We want to use elimination. Do you want to eliminate? Do you want to add them up right now?
Yes. Sure.
Yes.
No.
No,
Why?
no.
There,
No,
there's
they
no
cancel
like
them.
opposites or anything.
What
Yeah,
happens
there is.
without?
There's opposites.
No, there's
Not just opposite signs, opposite numbers.
there's
They have to be opposite numbers because when you add opposites, what?
You have to
What happens when you add opposites?
You get negatives.
No.
get 0.
You get 0. They cancel.
Oh, you get 0.
That's why it's called the elimination method. Okay.
What?
If I add the x's, will they cancel?
Yeah.
No.
That's like saying
Oh, never mind.
true or false. A 4-yard gain and a 25-yard loss. Well, one's positive, one's negative. It's the same thing. Are you back where you started?
No.
No.
Okay. What would cancel out a 4-yard gain? A
4.
4-yard loss. Okay. Question.
No, I was gonna do that.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. These don't cancel. These don't cancel. We need to pick one to cancel. You want to get rid of the x's or the y's?
You have
Y's.
to put negative. Then
What do you want to cancel? The x's or the y's?
You have to put it all in parentheses. The
Okay.
X.
You want to get rid of the x's, okay? This is 4. I would love for that to be a what?
I know what to do.
4.
I know what to do.
Times by what?
Yeah, by negative 2.
No.
Well, hang on a second.
Positive 2.
You gotta put all the
Negative 2 or
two,
positive?
negative
Positive.
It's negative.
Do we want 4 and negative 4? Do you want 4 and 4?
Yeah.
You need
No,
negative
4,
4,
negative
negative
Oh.
2.
Positive.
I'm so.
Times by positive 2.
So that. would
Because what's
be-
4 and 4?
4
Eight.
8. We don't want 8. We want 0. She got it. It's okay. So we times everything in the bottom by 2. So I'm going to rewrite this top equation. 4x plus 4y is negative 8. I just rewrote that. What's my new second equation going to turn into?
Negative 4.
Negative 4x
Negative 4x. Negative 4y.
negative 4y
Equals 8.
equals 8.
Now that would.
Now, are the x's going to cancel?
Yes.
Keep
They're
looking.
both gonna cancel.
They're both going to cancel. So what do I put over here?
It's
If
0
you
equals
remember-
0.
if
It's
you
no
remember
infinitely
solutions.
many solutions.
So-
Oh my god, I'm so smart. Yeah, give me
Well,
an
you
A.
remember
Do these
the-
2 lines touch?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
On the
If
same
I graph
spot.
this one,
Always.
where's that one going to be?
Oh, it's always
It's going to be right on top of the other one.
right on top of the other boy.
Whatever the first one is, and that was the second.
Holy crap.
Okay, let's do one more and then we'll stop for today. 15, last one for today. Just so you guys understand, there's nothing new today other than this. If you get a statement that's never true, what's the answer?
No.
No solution. If something's always true,
Infinite.
There's infinite solutions. That's the only thing new today, okay? 15, last one. So we have 9 minus 15 is 24. And 6 minus 10 is negative 16.
Is that a 9?
6x minus, yeah,
Oh, okay.
minus 10y equals 15. I think 6 minus 10 is 15. 6 minus 10, nope, negative 16. Make sure you write them out right. If you write them out wrong, it's really hard to get the right answer. Okay. Do we want to use substitution
No.
or eliminate? Why don't you use
Because
substitution?
there is no, it's not
You don't know
solved
X or
for
Y.
X.
Does it say
No.
x equals or y equals? No,
No.
it doesn't, okay? So, we need to, do you want to add them up right now?
No.
No.
Why?
Because there's not an opposite.
What's going to cancel?
Nothing.
Nothing. Pick one to get rid of. Do you want to go to the x's
Why?
or the
Why?
y's? It doesn't really matter. What do you guys,
Why?
the y's, okay? Now, you don't need to turn 10 into 15 or 15 into 10.
30.
What about 30?
Well, they both go into 30.
There you go. They both go into 30. How do you turn this into a 30? Times by 2. How do I times this into a 30?
Times by 3.
Now, hang on a second.
Oh, this is the one.
Negative.
2 times 15. Hang on. What's 2 times negative 15?
You want one of them to be negative.
Be quiet.
Just said that.
What's 2 times negative? You're good. She's good, but I just want to make sure everybody gets this. What's 2 times negative 15? Negative 30. What's 3 times negative 10? Negative 30. Do we want negative 30 and
No,
negative
because
30?
it's not gonna cross
Make this
out.
make one of them
Make one which one?
it
We'll
doesn't
just
It doesn't matter, okay? I'm going to make this one negative. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? But can I make both of them negative?
No.
Because that'll make them both positive. And we don't want 30 and 30.
We want 30.
And we don't want negative 30 and negative 30. We want 30 and negative 30. So times by 2, we're going to get what?
18.
18x minus what?
30.
30y equals 24
No.
equals what?
48.
48. Now times the bottom by negative 3 times 6. 18. Negative 3 times negative 10.
Positive 30? Positive 30, yeah.
Negative 3 times 16. Anybody know that one?
96?
2,
96.
48.
Close?
6 times 16.
Ah.
It's zero.
So are we going to cancel the y's?
No, they all cancel.
So do the
Zero
x's.
equals
Zero
0,
equals
infinitely many
0.
solutions.
What if it said 0 equals 10?
Then it's
no
infinitely many
solution.
Then it's no solution.
No
What if it was
solution.
x is 0?
Then you have to find for Y.
And you have to plug in 0 and then you have one solution. Okay, so there's infinite solutions. It's the same line.
This is light work.
All right, we'll stop for today. We'll work more on this tomorrow.